Hey guys, my name is Anak and welcome back to another episode of OilTown here in City Skylines 2, where we're now just kind of zooming through our brand new residential area that we implemented in the last episode. It's good, it's glorious. I didn't realize I was in pause mode then for a second. But last episode was an interesting one because we provided a ton more of educational options because we were trying to educate the people to take the higher educated jobs, which will then free up more lower educated jobs for the uneducated to take them, if that made any sense whatsoever. Now, in doing so, it's done pretty well. We've implemented new schools. We've got a new city high school over here, which is maxed out, a new elementary school, which is pretty maxed out. We've got a new college, which is also getting slightly maxed out. Now, there's our 3 new schools over there. We also implemented another elementary school there and a smaller one over here. So we've really extended and expanded right now, providing more educational opportunities. Now, when it comes to education, if we check out our educational section right now, you can see that the graph is going up. But more importantly, the brown one is going down, and that is uneducated citizens. So hopefully they'll take those jobs. More smarty pantses means more cash money moolah in the bank. Now, we've got a little bit of an issue, which is just over here. We've got some air pollution, which we're going to hopefully see if we can kind of sort that out. But the main point of this episode is to expand the oil industry. Now, I need money. That's a big issue that I've got right now, is I don't have enough cash coming into my bank, which ultimately means I can't pay for the additional services that this city and this island is going to require, like policing, fire, healthcare, garbage, power, all that jazz, because I don't have enough cash money moolah. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and buy a few new tiles and see if we can kind of rejig the oil industry. I'm not liking how it's currently laid out. It's kind of, a lot of it's just placed down for the sake of trying to get some in. We're going to try and solve that as well. Expand it a bit and hopefully have more exports of oil going out so I can tax it a little bit more. Now, we do have some air pollution kind of kicking in right now. Let's see where this is mainly coming from. It's a bit of a problem. It's one of those really difficult ones to kind of solve because the way the buildings are. Now, what I could do, when it comes to these oil areas, the pollution comes from the building itself, not the actual edges of the area. So the main buildings is where it comes from. The further up here I build it, the more it spreads out, which is annoying. But if I also extended the road a bit further and then redid these buildings, I can push them up so they're a little bit out the way. There's not really much I can kind of do. But, you know, comes with the territory when you move to an island that has a huge oil industry. Now, the only issue is, if I'm to buy more tiles, it's going to cost me cash. And ideally, it would be nice to buy, you know, you. And I might as well buy these 3 here at the same time. Bam, bam. Now, if I wanted to buy all those so I can start rejigging, maybe I don't need to buy these 2. I can kind of scrap them. I'll need 1.2 million. Now, it doesn't feel like we're that far off from getting it. It is, you know, a long wait. But I don't feel like I want to have a long wait. I feel like I might just grab like a small little bank loan right now to pay for that so we can rejig the layout of our oil wells and get things rocking and rolling a little bit quicker. Advance our growth is kind of what I want to do. Yeah. Maybe. Well, anyway, if you are enjoying the series, guys, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new so you get notified when more episodes do come out. So we're going to increase our treasury. Now, before we go any further, let's just find like a baseline to where we're currently at. So we earn money after taxation of the industry. And let's just say 70 grand is how much we're earning off crude oil, okay? Remember 70 grand. By the end of this episode, I'm hoping that number will be a lot higher than 70 grand. Now, let me first start then by buying the tiles that I can buy to begin with. So let's buy you and you, which is 200,000, and you, which, oh, it's 568. Do you know what? I'll wait until I've got enough cash for that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete every single oil industry, including this industry here, and just slightly build a better road layout. And then we'll start implementing it all back in yet again. So we've almost got enough. it is expensive. It will create more expenses with the tile upkeep. It is what it is. But we're hoping we are going to get more money in the long run from what we're about to build in these tiles. So have we got enough? Not just yet. We're very close, guys. We're very close right now. Yo, Island, can you hurry up and make me some sweet cash money moolah, please? Right, there we go. Purchase them. There we go. So we'll see how far we can go then before I do think about having to get a bank loan. Now, let's delete all of this. All right, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Now, all my bus routes that I do have set up, we're going to have to rejig them as well. We're also going to have to sort out the taxi stands, the mailboxes. All this stuff we are going to have to slightly fix. Now, get rid of it all, because I just want to have a fresh start, if you know what I mean. I just want a fresh start. Now, I'm thinking, right, it might be a good idea to kind of set it back by another 1, 1, 2. So if I deleted you and you, and let's see, let me see right now. So that is going to come out as usual, down by a 1, 1, 2. There we go. Snap you in and into there. And get rid of all of you and you and you and you. And then delete you all the way down. Because if I can push it back a bit further, it then stops the air pollution. Or the wind or sky, whatever you want to call it, pushing so far over. Right, this is not going to work out that great if I do long sections like that. So bring you all down. Bring you down. Alright, making sure nothing gets messed up. That one got messed up. That one got messed up. Oh, this one's got messed up as well. Right, guys, let's not do this now, please. Right, we're all good, we're all good. Right, delete you, and delete you, and delete you. So it gives me a little bit more room right now. We've got a bit more of a buffer. And maybe eventually we can implement in this little gap a highway of the future that will eventually go around the island, making, you know, life a lot easier for everybody. That could be pretty cool as well, couldn't it? Now, my other option is I've got the ability now to kind of slightly adjust the griddiness of this area. So how do I align it? What would be the best way to go about it? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure right now, but I could base it off this connection here and then do another one coming off this one. So obviously having multiple junctions, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but we could have based the alignment off all of this. So if I bring you up and then bring you up to here, and that has not worked out. I don't know why it does this in the game. It's so annoying. You have to, like, build through it to get the alignments to work, right? It's my biggest pet peeve in this game. Right, go here and straight up. Right, there we go. A little bit of game lag. I think that was the autosave trying to kick in. So I can do oil wells in strips like that, or I could do it in one big strip like this. It's a bit of a tough one, isn't it? It's a bit of a tough one to kind of figure out what would be the best method. Probably strips like that, so we kind of... Okay, we're skipping... Is it 112 to a 224 is how it's going to look, right? Now, that's basing it off that. I don't know if this road here is going to line up at all. So a 224 cuts down like that. A 224 cuts down like that. And then this to here is a 114. But then a 224 this way cuts down like that. But then what is it to here? It's not a 224. My 224 ends up there. So you don't get the perfect alignment running through. But I would much rather it kind of connect in a grid format to all of this than anything else. Right, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. So it doesn't quite align perfectly there. But it doesn't have to be straight. I could do like a bendy road in. It's not the end of the world. And then somewhere like here, we're getting a larger building by the looks of it. Unless, because from here to there is 176. From here to there, 160. 176 is there. So in a weird way, we've got to figure out where the middle point is between these two. Which might be there. So that to there is 172, 164. Okay, it's not the middle point. And 164, 172. Okay, you're just not going to get it, okay? You're not going to get it, boys. But I think that's based on this road, though, isn't it? Again, I can get rid of that road. And then get rid of you. I know it's dating all that. We could kind of create a square, a grid, which could also work out for the oil industry. So that's a 176, right? 176. Right, if I go to a 224. Right, let me work out the alignments and all that kind of jazz. 224, that will go then from... How is that road not straight now? What is going on? You know what I mean? What is going on when these roads can't just go straight? Is it a case of the 224? Right, forget this. We'll do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. Sometimes this game just stresses me out. Right, 224. There we go. We've got a square. That's all I wanted, is a beautiful square. Well, that actually goes all the way to over there, doesn't it? It's kind of weird how it's all lined up in many ways. Now, I wasn't going to come off that. Okay, maybe it doesn't work out. Right, this game is going to drive me up the wall. Right? This game will drive me up the wall if I can't get these roads lined up. What's more annoying is it's snowing. So that kind of throws off my equilibrium, as they call it. Right. That looks good. You're all good. You're all good. That is the perfect grid so far. Right. 224. Seems to be going to plan as of right now. And then messed up here. How does it mess up there? It messes up, boy, because something here doesn't like it. Right, you're through there. How can the grid be perfect and then yet mess up right here? Right, 224. This is why this is why I stopped playing the game for a long time. Stuff like this. Right, I'm about to lose my mind. How are you not a straight road? Something here is not right. And I'm about to lose my marbles. Now, if I can remember my knowledge, is it pipework underground? No. Is it power lines underground? No. Then what in the world is stopping? Is it literally, is it the terrain? Is that what it is? Right, we're not zoning on here, so it's not the end of the world. Well, it is the end of the... Look at that. Like, what have you done? Leave me alone, okay? I'm busy. Yeah. Right, bus stops then. We had the green route that would run through here. So, we need to get a bus shelter now in, which we will utilize a... I'm going to utilize a stop. Let's just say just here then, okay? And then that would go there now goes here. But there's a few other stops here that it would have went to, which we're now going to kind of kill off. And you can see where this green bus line would have ran. So it stops there, and now all of a sudden, right, it does a turn, which will give it a stop to go just there. And then we'll give it a stop to go just here, which is in the center. And then we'll pull you into there. And we'll pull you in to there. So it kind of staggers itself, which I don't mind. But it allows us to have a few stops, which is within the radius of... Actually, I'm going to put the stop over here instead. It's within the radius of the oil industry, which gives us the most amount of coverage before it pretty much heads back. That's the way I'm looking at it. I don't know if you'll agree with that in that regards, but that's the way I'm looking at it. Now, I will zone more stuff and get it all in, but we need to get a bunch of the oil wells kind of in as well. Now, before I do that, I am going to continue the growth here, but we do have the alignments coming from this. So if I base it off this first, so 224, we should have another 224 kick into there and then run you down. Another 224 and then run you down. So that all should technically align up to this, which it does. Now that's only there because of the connections in. I think we'll skip one. We'll skip this one. And then have like a 2 gap. We don't really do that there, but I might skip that one there. And as that one connects in down to there in the future. It's kind of how we'll set it all up. But this space in here is completely different right now to that space in there versus this. That there is a 3-4-4. But with the space that we have within here, we can eventually build, like I said, our kind of highway system, however you want to call it. All right, lead you up, 224, 224. And let me run this all the way down, just so I've got the alignment in, but then delete this. So now it's all slowly coming together. We are going to have larger oil well fields than others. That just comes with the nature of the area. That should then run, hopefully parallel down. Or not. Or not. This is where now it goes all squiff. But we'll do one more. One more. And then leave it like that. Is what I'll do. So, it is slightly annoying, but it does give me the ability to have some slightly bigger and slightly longer oil well stuff. This is the only issue when you build 2 areas and you want the roads to align. It's just what's going to happen, okay? It's just, unfortunately, the downside to it all. Now, all that happening, we have now got 1.2 million in the bank, so we've got a lot of money that we can utilize, but we now have a lot of zoning here that we can kind of orchestrate the build of our oil wells. Now, let's just kind of get this all set up. Now, we're going to make sure that the main building of all of this is 100% away from it all. It's away as far as we can from any of the residential stuff. So this might be a little bit of a pain right now to implement all this. Now, a lot of these aren't as big as the original ones that we had in. But the difference is we're getting more of them in than what we originally had. That's the whole point of this now. Right, I've put them there. They should really be... Oh, that one's messed up now. It's meant to go down here. Actually, I don't have to scrap this idea. How many buildings you get? How many, like, people working there? 666. That's a bit awkward. Delete you. Delete you. Delete you. I'm going to delete this road and delete this road. We'll delete this road and this road and this road. And you... We'll go for larger ones. Okay, we'll go for larger ones. that's where the anarchy has to kind of come in. But it's less buildings polluting. So if I turn the anarchy on, I'm now able to go right to the edges and anarchy these now all in. Which does trick the building into thinking more people can work here than what originally could. So I'm getting one in the space of where I originally would have got 2 in. That makes sense? So where I was getting 7 and 6 workers, I'm now getting 14. So it's like double. 14, 13. It's double. You still get the same amount of workers. So it depends on how you look at it in reality, isn't it? It depends on how you look at it. But whatever happens is I've got to get more than 70 grand in tax off of the oil industry. Right. These ones are slightly smaller. Doesn't matter too much. Right, all the way down. Right, that's kind of messed up, that one has, hasn't it? Yeah, let me reorganize it. Oh no, I think I've merged the building over a little bit. I've actually... That's the other side of anarchy is, if you're not doing it correctly, you're merging your building in the wrong position. Which can get slightly annoying. Alright, there we go. Bam. Wham. Thank you, ma'am. Now, we might still have to wait for some time for the buildings to build up and start generating. Because they've got to go for the whole motions of building enough oil drills on their land that they now have available. So, I'm not sure how instant the money is going to kind of come in. Now, if I just go for those for now, it doesn't feel like we've kind of expanded or exceeded much more. You know what I mean? But at least we got like a better organization of how it's kind of going to be looking. We're going to delete this road here. And we'll pull this out. Straight down. Has that gone over as a bridge? You've got to love the game at times, guys. You've got to love the game at times. You really do. 2 areas there we can now work with. It's created a tunnel here as well. Oh my goodness me, it's got the... It annoys me how he doesn't delete the tunnel underneath when I'm trying to drag it through. And I think this might be a case of, we are building on a huge hill. That's the, you know, the side that I've got to kind of understand here. So let me soften the terrain. Yeah, that's better. That might be enough. It might not. It is enough so it doesn't kind of create a tunnel. I don't know why I don't want a tunnel. I just don't. Right, this is going to go right in the corner over here. All the way down, across, up, and in. All the way down, across, up, and in. So these two here, or these ones there, I'm going to delete these roads here for a minute, because they will extend down to another section to kind of double up. So that is now really vastly extending the oil area. Now, I might build another... Actually, I might bring the warehouses this way and factories and kind of extend over there. But let's just see where we get to with these to begin with. Now, 14 jobs, all good. 14, 14. It seems 15 in that one, so it seems to be around about the standard number. I've got a bit more space to now work with, so I could build a highway in the future if needs be. turning this off did kind of work, so let's now pull it back in service and then move it. So hopefully get a few more people parking over there. Get more vehicles on the road. Now, I'm going to have to sort out all of the power at some point as well. That's going to be a big one. Maybe we can implement the power station next episode with all this money we do have kind of coming in. Let's put it back into play mode. We're going a little bit... Actually, no, we need to speed it up to get all this regenerated. So, money right now in taxation from crude oil is at 52,000 big ones. Right. We're still not... or don't have more than we had before. So we got to keep on going. Alright, bring this out to there and then down. We'll get 2 more now in. Bam, 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 bam. Now, the other argument is, with all these new factories that we got in as well, they do then utilize more crude oil. So you could argue that we're now sending more crude oil to be processed, which is why you don't make as much. There's lots of arguments that you can kind of look at it as well. But would you say that covers like more of an area? I'd say it does, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Now, we could implement another bus. I don't think we should stop there at this point. I think maybe we should have another bus stop here and a bus stop there. And you to have a bus stop here. Bus stop there. And a bus stop there. So we get rid of you. And in return, send it to you. And then to you. Right, where's this going here that's making it run into there? Is there a waypoint? Oh, there's the waypoint. I was wondering then. There had to be a waypoint there. Right, there. So the green bus has more people you can pick up. But this blue bus coming in can also stop off there as well. So there's a crisscross that happens there before it continues down. So I'll get rid of this one. They're not happy, but the bus route kind of slightly goes around it a little bit. But I will get some taxi shelters down as well. So I'm going to do a taxi shelter here and here. And then we'll also do a taxi shelter on the opposite side of the road to the bus stop. So at least people can wait there and get picked up in taxis if the buses aren't available. And that's one way we're kind of going to look at doing it. So taxation then on the crude oil. 64. So we're almost at the 70 again to where we was. Which is great. So we need to... We're running out of space here, though. Now, that's a one... sorry, not a one. It's a 224. If I run down to there with that, and then build an oil area just here. There we go. I could do the same here as well. Just make it go this way instead. And it completely changes up the alignments then, doesn't it? Yeah, why not? Why not, boys? I'm going to put it over on this side on this one. I'm going to flip it around. I should have done it on the other one, but it's okay. Not the end of the world. Right, that's a really big oil area now, isn't it? It is a real big oil area. Yikes. It's huge. So, we can buy more tiles now. So, we're going to buy this next row here. Buy them. And we're going to build a few more. Okay? We'll try and see if we can push the taxation. Obviously, as time goes on, this money will then eventually drop as we build more factories and we use more oil for something else. But we're going to see if we can push this to like 100,000 right now. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do so or not. But medium roads. 224. There we go. We'll push you up. Two, 4. Right, something there doesn't align correctly. One of these is lying about being a 224. And I think it might be the 4-lane road. Right, I can't get a 224 on that one. Alright, 224. It goes to a 2... There we go, 224. Alright, run it right down. Bam, bam. And then run this as it's snapped in. Bam, bam. Oh, this is where we have to kind of do it multiple times and go through. Two, 4, bam. Oh, god damn it, this game annoys me. You gotta delete that because the way the alignment's going on this area. It's still in the air, this. What is going on? Let's not do this today, boys. Right, all the way down. Okay, and we'll just do these roads to connect first. Alright, and then the 4-lane road has decided to become a tunnel underneath. Welcome to the oil industry, baby. Right. That now should be everything... Whoa, what happened here? Oh, it burnt down. Okay, let's rebuild it. That's not cool at all, is it? Is it being rebuilt? I don't know what it's doing. Do I need to delete it and pull it back in again? This is why I need more city services, guys. This is why I need more city services. Alright, we'll come back in just a minute. Okay, so let me just now get what is left and remaining. Quite tedious this is, isn't it? That's the word I'm looking for. Quite tedious. Alright, bam. 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 Alright, there we go. And sometimes the alignment doesn't work very great, so you have to change the position of the building to the road, which is very annoying. But it, like I said before, it's not the end of the world. No need to stress or cry. Even though I was crying earlier. Alright. Bam. Bam. Alright, the 4-lane road's there, so we're more than halfway now done. We've got 2 more after this. It looks like we've got power issues again, which we're going to have to probably invest in sorting out our power network. Alright, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Right, did that rebuild, or is it... I'm going to have to do it myself. I might have to do it myself here. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know if it was meant to rebuild, if someone's going to come and save the day. I ain't got a clue how that was going to work. But I'm just going to quickly do it myself. Shows that we need better fire coverage, doesn't it? Right. There we go. Oh. I don't, it might be a case of we do have enough power. It's just I've created a bottleneck in my power. which is true. It is very true. Now, underground. This is above ground or underground? This is above ground, right? I don't know where it is anymore. Oh, why am I using those? I can't use those. They're for transformers. What am I doing? I am an idiot sandwich. Right, is that enough to kind of get rid of the bottleneck? It is, but we still are not producing enough. Right, guys, you heard it here first. Next episode, we are sorting out the power issues. Okay? We're sorting out the power issues next episode. That is a vast oil field. Okay? That is a vast oil field if I've ever seen one. If I've ever seen one, that is very vast. Is it enough for the taxation to be over 100 grand? It is. There we go. So in reality, we're only increasing it by 30 grand, but we haven't because we've also built a better industrial area right now, which is just situated in the middle, which I probably will build it up a bit more, and it's kind of then out of the way. I've also now hopefully got better air pollution. Yes. The air pollution's a lot better. Oh, we've pinpointed it where it now doesn't blow over. It kind of hits it, and then some of it slightly turns to go that way. Right, we've saved a lot of issues for the future by doing that. We really have. Now, let me take a look at some of the issues that we still currently have. I've got 2 million in the bank right now, so there was no need for any loans, which is amazing. People waiting at the bus stops right now. This green route, we're going to need more buses. We're going to up this now to... I'm going to up it to 15 buses. It is a large route. Right? It is a large route. And I should have done my little trick that I did last episode. And if we've got multiple buses coming to the same stop, just space them out a little bit. Oh no, there's only one bus coming into that one, isn't it? It's literally just a green bus. Okay, there we go. Now, they're probably using that because it's a better stop, so it does take some heat off the blue route, which is pretty good. And who's this? This is the blue stop there, so we should see more people moving there. Can you add any more buses to the blue route now? No, we're still maxed out. Unless I made that route longer, I can't do much more about it, unfortunately. But that's where maybe different variations of public transport will kind of come into play. Now, because we've got a bit of cash, right, we're going to take a look at the medical facilities right now. We do have this medical clinic over here, which is completely maxed out, and I can build an extension wing, but it's on the building. You got to do it. Now, that is a medical clinic. I could upgrade it to a... Is that a small medical clinic? No, it's a normal medical clinic. I could build a hospital here instead, and let's say I moved... Or do I build the hospital over here? Because this will eventually be a bigger population as we kind of grow it a little bit more. So I think the hospital would be better situated over here. So I'm just going to throw it in here, and it's something that I will eventually move in the future. Let me get rid of the Anak right now. So I'm just going to pull it there for now. It did cost me 1.8 million. But I'm going to do it because I know I've got big issues with healthcare. So I'm going to throw it in, and hopefully that will sort some issues out. Now, we've got a problem here with not enough vehicles and buses. So is there a way in which I can add onto this, add an extra garage onto it? Which will give me up to 35 buses can now pump out. So how many more did I need? I've needed an extra 3? 4? I think I needed an extra 4 buses in total, didn't I? Yeah. Right. Hopefully then, income or money, what do we look at? Income. Income has definitely increased. Dramatically increased. Money went dramatically high, so we were making some serious cash. Taxes, can you drop this down? Industry tax. So we kind of plateaued, and now we've skyrocketed back up. That is literally down to the fact that we've done the zoning. But what does it... Is it classed as anything else? Service fees. I don't know if the oil wells fall under industry. I'm not sure if that's how it works or not. It falls under specialised industry, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think we have the ability to kind of view that individually. Anyway, hospital's going to do its job. It's got a capacity for 500 people. Do we need to start thinking about roundabouts? That's kind of funny if we do. It is kind of funny. How busy is it over here right now? Right, we've got through a huge backlog of pedestrian passengers, commuters. There's still a few dotted around. But I'm hoping we're getting through, like I said, that backlog now. There was a lot waiting here that I've now seemed to have gone. So maybe I could have too many buses on it now? Who knows? It all depends. It all depends. So, like I said before, hopefully this brand new hospital is going to alleviate some of the powers and pressures and issues. The landfill site is completely full again. So we're going to have to sort that out as well. It's so annoying. We need like an incinerator of some sorts nearby. But, as mad as that looks, that is our oil field as of right now, okay? That is our oil field. Now, unemployment-wise, we're 32%, so we have brought unemployment down, which is amazing. Job-wise, we're now starting to get more people taking up the highly educated jobs. They've completely maxed out the well-educated jobs, so it shows us that the education has been working. It really has been working right now, but we need to take them to the next stage, which is where the university kind of comes into it. The college, which we could do a college library, which will just extend the textbooks and better chance of people graduating. I don't feel like that is a major thing needed right now. But we need to sort out power. We need to sort out garbage. We need to sort out policing and fire. I think healthcare will be okay for a moment as we've now implemented this. I could build it where we've now got helicopters on the building. Why is that going to cause issues? Oh, it is a flight path. You know what? We'll wait for that stuff. I won't do it just yet because I don't even know if the building's going to remain there. But healthcare is now on the island. It's a lot better. So hopefully everyone's going to get treated. It's just fire, policing, garbage, and power we then need to sort out. And I think we can then breathe a sigh of relief. I've got a beautiful big space here to maybe implement better road systems. For example, I don't know, a highway or a mini dual carriageway at best. At best. We've got 25,000 residents on the island right now. We're doing good. It's just now winter, the annoying time of the year. And these were the high educated jobs, yeah. We got to get the university in as well. That's quite important. And how is the taxation now looking on oil? Is it still over 100? It is 120, so it's actually getting better and better. So we've added an extra 50 grand onto our just basic crude oil exports before you think about any of the other stuff. Right, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Are people getting on and off the bus? I believe so. I believe so. Bit of a stressful one, but we got through it and we got there in the end. We've maximised our profits, we've increased them, which I'm now confident that I can now keep spending on services. Guys, if you did get stressed like me, smash that like button down below. If you enjoyed it, again, smash that like button down below. But hopefully that is the last bit of the stress right now. And we can now go back into creating a utopia. There's lots of stuff I've still got to implement. But at least we've sorted out the income. Oh, by golly, have we sorted out the income right now. We are now making monthly balance. We're making $1 million a month. Hallelujah. Or we was for them for that split second. Guys, until next time, I will see you all soon. So good. Oh, 1.6 million. So goodbye.